And the Oscar goes to nobody, because we've honestly seen it before. This is the Nature Girl 30 here, and I'm giving you a raw review for October 24th. Now, starting off in the intro, we all knew that this was going to happen, especially after those that actually watched Vengeance last night. Triple H actually came out in the ring, was pretty much really upset and about to shed some crocodile tears, playing the world's smallest violin, Triple H. But honestly, he was upset about what Kevin Nash did to him last night and how he was about to call him out. Honestly, it kind of cleared a lot up for me tonight because I was still confused on whether or not he was still the COO. I thought they had, had a vote of no confidence. So usually when you have a vote of no confidence for somebody, that means that there's no way that they're able to even still stay in the same standing they're in because he has nobody to back him up. So I actually thought that he lost his position of being a COO. He's still a COO. He's just not over Raw anymore. And it was kind of satisfying because I don't like John Laurinaitis, and seeing how the John Laurinaitis literally got the verbal beat down from Triple H just to have Kevin Nash to come out there was quite satisfying to me. And I'm really starting to believe that they're going to actually start an angle between Laurinaitis and Laurinaitis, Kevin Nash, and Triple H. They haven't really brought Laurinaitis in it yet, but we all know that he is involved. That's going to probably happen a little bit further down the line, probably getting close to like one of the big events like the Royal Rumble. But honestly, I like it. It was good. The first match of the night was the tag team match with Randy Orton and Sheamus versus Christian and Cody Rhodes. Honestly, I kind of like the way it ended. Actually, no, I take that back. It was sloppy. It really was sloppy. The fact that Sheamus completely missed the bro kick to Cody Rhodes, and Cody Rhodes actually tripped. He kind of made up for it with the Celtic Cross, even though he seemed like he had trouble with the Celtic Cross. It wasn't a total botch. It was a huge botch, but it wasn't a total botch. So the match wasn't completely messed up. And I mean, honestly, I have to say that I did like the match all the way through. It was really high. It wasn't high paced. It was kind of at a pace that it needed to be at. So I actually liked it. Why on earth is David Otunga even involved in the whole backstage thing? And what in the world is with that purple sweater? He does look like Carlton. But honestly, I really don't know what he's trying to be. Is he still a wrestler or is he a lawyer? And if he's a lawyer, why? I mean, I don't get it. He didn't pass the bar. So if he didn't pass the bar, that means he's not a lawyer, right? I mean, I know you got your law degree, but I didn't think that he actually took the bar. I don't know. If I'm wrong, please leave your comment below. I want to know. If anybody knows whether or not David Otunga actually made the bar or passed the bar or took the bar, whatever. If he's an actual lawyer, please let me know because I am confused. I don't know why he is trying to be a lawyer now on the WWE when he should actually be a wrestler and actually be honing his craft and actually be trying to fix his skills because he doesn't have any charisma. He's still very sloppy in the ring, and he's been there for almost 2 years. I don't get it. I don't know what's going on. But either or, there was a backstage scene, my gosh, with John Laurinaitis being on the phone with Stephanie. How Stephanie was upset the fact that Triple H got his head pretty much bashed in by a sledgehammer. And then here comes John Cena, pretty much upset about what happened last night with R-Truth and The Miz. I honestly think that this is going to be a revelation later on down the road, how he's going to talk about how he was involved, blah, 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 yakety schmackety. But honestly, David Otunga really ruined it for me. He should not have been in that scene at all. If it was just John Laurinaitis and John Cena talking about what happened last night, then yeah, I mean, it would have been a really great backstage moment. But David Otunga is trying to get in where he fits in, and he's starting to get on my nerves. Hey, Santino's back. And he's gained some weight. Or is that his hair that makes him look fat? Anyway, he had a match between him and Dolph Ziggler. Honestly, it ended the same way it ended last night at Vengeance. How Jack Swagger would interfere. And how when Santino was going for the Cobra, He ended up missing that completely and ended up getting a zigzag and ended up losing the match. And Mason Ryan comes out of the blue and just beats the crap out of Jack Swagger. I'm really thinking that they're actually going to push Mason Ryan. More than likely, he's going to probably be the next U.S. champ. Either or, I'm happy whether or not it's Zack Ryder or Mason Ryan. It needs to be a fresh face to actually get the U.S. title because that's what the U.S. title is for. It's for those that actually start off in their careers and they want to have a championship under their belt in their resume. So the U.S. title is the best way to go. As long as Dolph Ziggler actually loses it to someone who is strong and who can actually promote it and who can actually bring some status back to the belt, I'm all for it. So I'm actually looking forward to Mason Ryan Dolph Ziggler feud, and more than likely it'll probably be Dolph Ziggler breaking away from Vicky Guerrero after this. I'm hoping for that too. Another backstage moment with the Bella Twins. It seems to me that the Bella Twins really don't have anything else to do, so now they're becoming. I really am not going to even say valets. I'm just going to say fillers. So, and it was end up being called that Zack Ryder was going to be John Cena's partner in his match. So, how crunk Zack Ryder was and everything, and how he was hugging the Bella Twins. I feel bad for them. They really don't have a reason to be there anymore. And now we just saw an awesome commercial with The Rock. We know now that The Rock is going to be at Survivor Series. More than likely, he is going to be on Triple H's team. This is how I'm seeing it. This is how I am picturing Survivor Series. I am picturing that The Rock is going to be on the team of Triple H versus The Miz and his little crew. And I think that it's going to be The Rock, it's going to be Triple H, it's going to be John Cena, and it's going to be CM Punk. I think they're going to be on the team face. Team heel, I'm not really sure, but I know that The Miz and R-Truth is going to be in it. I wouldn't be surprised if Alberto Del Rio is going to be on that side, and I wouldn't be surprised if Christian is going to be on it. I don't know, but honestly, I know that The Rock is going to be on the side of the face. How it's going to pan out, I have no idea, but I am hyped up. Especially, I'm hyped up for the 17th because I know that The Rock is going to be there, and he is going to bring the pain. Can't wait till November. When did this crap ever happen? I mean, for real. Okay. For the whole promo for Alberto Del Rio, pretty much trying to do his celebratory speech and how he was saying that he was done with John Cena. What? I mean, okay, not so much Alberto Del Rio, but the fact that Johnny Ace came out after CM Punk came out and was pretty much doing his spiel with Alberto Del Rio, demanding that you tell him that you respect him? What? When did this happen? Like ever? And why is it happening? I don't understand this. And if he doesn't say that he respects him, then he won't have a match at Survivor Series. This is probably the most stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. What? Do you know how epic that would be? Okay, CM Punk versus Alberto Del Rio. There's no way that Alberto Del Rio would beat that. People will watch that match. Are you kidding? Are you kidding? You're going to take a week to think about it? Who wrote this crap? Like, honestly. And besides the disgusting shiner of Ricardo Rodriguez, and it is disgusting, and he really needs an eye patch. That was probably the most dumbest segment I've ever saw. I mean, don't get me wrong, CM Punk kind of saved it. The fact that he just practically crashed through the fourth wall and just said however he wanted to say. But Johnny Ace really does not need to be there anymore. He does not have charisma. He does not have the mic skills. He does not have anything. But I do agree with CM Punk for one thing. A man that has done so little has gotten so high on the social ladder and on the bank ladder as well, if you can say that. But what? Yeah, bad things happen when Natty gets mad. She gets pinned. If that's the worst that can happen with Natalya, that's pretty darn sad right there. But honestly, I am all about what Beth Phoenix says. I mean, it's all about the divas looking pretty instead of the divas being divas. Like the divas literally wrestling. Don't get me wrong. You don't have to have guns like Beth Phoenix or guns in a thick body like Natalia in order to wrestle. I mean, for crying out loud, Trish Stratus, she was short, but she can wrestle. Lita, nobody could ever do anything the way Lita has. But honestly, I see what they're talking about. But I really don't like the fact that the Divas Destruction keeps getting buried every single night. They keep talking about that they're like this. They keep talking about they're like that. They keep talking about how they're tired of all the prissy divas. They're not dominating anybody, so they really can't talk anymore. It's really disheartening the fact that you're going to promote somebody to try to be a heel, but then you bury the heel every night, and then they're going to keep talking crap? Come on. Make up your mind. What do you want them to do? Do you want them to try to be a heel and be a heel that you can be convinced that I mean, you okay? Now I got nothing. I'm so speechless at this point that I literally don't have anything except for this. If you want to promote a heel, you want to convince the entire audience that is watching that heel that this person is dominant, that this person can literally take over if they wanted to, that this person has no competition in front of them. For the Divas of Destruction, for that label, you want your heel to be dominant. You do not want them every single night to be conquered by these little wafy divas. It's not doing them any good. I don't really get it. Another Jomo match. Usually when you see John Morrison, you already automatically believe in your mind that this poor guy is going to get buried again. I'm actually going to look up if it's possible for me to look up whether or not John Morrison's contract is starting to expire, because sometimes this happens when it's like consistently every match you're in you lose. 9 times out of 10, that person's not going to be there anymore after a few months. So I'm definitely going to look into it. It just makes me really sad how somebody as talented as John Morrison is going to get buried night after night after night. But we may not see Jomo anymore in a few months. No! For the love of humanity, no more contest with Michael Cole and Jim Ross. I can't take anymore. I'm hoping that in my hometown of Atlanta that they will end this finally. It's jacked up how they had that horrible match when WrestleMania was in Atlanta. And the fact that they just completely ruined it for me when they had that horrible Michael Cole versus Jerry Lawler match at WrestleMania and when it was in Atlanta. I just really hope that they end this when they go back for Raw next week, because I can't take any more of this. Michael Cole needs to go. He needs to go. Please let this be over. No, the Muppets, no! Don't get me wrong, as a kid, I would love to see the Muppets be on the air, but not on my Raw, please. Another backstage moment with the Long Island IZ, Zack Ryder. Honestly, Zack Ryder got the crap beat out of him from Awesome Truth, but I hate to say it, that kind of pales in comparison of just seeing Justin King out there laying the law. Now I know why he has such a huge fan base. There is nothing hotter than a man that has authority and like literally brings the authority when it comes to doing his job. Justin King is the man, and I'm not even doing that just to say it. Justin King is the man. You go, man. You go. I honestly believe that R-Truth only had a little fraction of time left before he was going to get canned. And even when he did get canned, he came back even more crazy. I guess I was wrong about the whole crazy black man role. It seems to be working for him. He's still on the air. I really don't know why. I guess all the little Jimmy's kind of like a crazy R-Truth, so he's still there. And I mean, I don't know what's with the bulletproof vest and his R-Truth name being on it, and then he's always had that ring, but regardless, the fact that he is still on the air, I guess it proves me wrong. He's doing something right. As for the Miz is gonna always be Miz. I have to say that he's a lot more bolder now than he was when he was champion. So I'm kind of liking this new Miz, and I know that the new Miz now is gonna go far. I guess if R-Truth stays crazy, he'll go far too. Yes, yes. Man, the moment of vengeance, like I've said on my review, that dude is hardcore. He's gonna roll up in there and we hate Cena, and he still posed with John Cena. That dude is like the man. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. That trumps the main event of the night. I honestly can just talk about how cool that guy is the entire time. But for real, I gotta go back to my review. But that dude is awesome. All right, the Survivor Series main event for the night has been announced after the main event for Raw tonight. Now, honestly, going into this match, I really wasn't all. I mean, it was a good match. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. But the fact that The Rock is going to be partners with John Cena, even though they're enemies, and even though that The Rock can't stand John Cena. But I mean, I guess this whole thing was set up. Maybe it was like that because The Rock. We all know The Rock is going to be at Survivor Series. We just didn't know what match he was in. Now we officially know he's going to be paired up with John Cena in a tag team match. But maybe The Rock will be pulling double duty. Who knows? He may be on team whoever he's going to be on the team on for Survivor Series. We don't really know. But overall, that match wasn't really all that bad. John Cena actually did try to keep up. They were all in sync. I actually liked it. It wasn't all that bad. But the main event of the night, pretty much, I mean, the main thing for the night for me was that dude with the We Hate John Cena shirt. Oh, that guy is awesome. Alright, overall, there was a lot of things I did not understand why they did. There were some matches that weren't really all that bad. And honestly, I'm really sad that Jomo constantly keeps getting buried night after night after night. I gotta give it a C plus for the night. This is a C plus Raw. But that dude with the We Hate John Cena shirt, and he comes up with the Forget the Hate or whatever John Cena's wearing, and that guy is like We Hate John Cena shirt. The same dude from Vengeance. I'm sorry, player. I hope you are watching. Hit me up with one of those shirts, man. I mean, I don't hate John Cena. I just want to have one because that is awesome. That is an awesome shirt. But anyway, it's a C plus for the night. This is Nature Girl 30 signing off. Peace out, y'all. And for real, for those whoever knows about those We Hate John Cena shirts, please comment down below. Give me some info about it. If you like what I'm saying, please subscribe. Peace out, y'all.